welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute since I posted. I usually try to post at least 2 times a week, but man, these past couple weeks have been just like crazy busy, which is a good thing, but it's hard to keep up when you got a lot of things going on at the same time. I picked up the CT6 a couple days ago. I got it inspected, got my insurance and all that transferred over with the CT5, and I got it tinted today, as you can see. So once we get out of here, I'm pulling up to the shop right now to show you what I got going on. I'll show you how the outside looks and how the tint looks after we got it done. We are doing a Hellcat Magnum for the first time ever. I know I've seen a lot of people always comment that, but I never really just had the opportunity to do one. But a local guy hit me up last week, and he just dropped his car up, and we're gonna start on that probably, if not next week, the week after, because I'm finishing up the Hellcat 300 that I'm building up for a customer, and then after that one's done, we are going to start on the Magnum. And I'm gonna show you guys the Trackhawk that I'm supposed to be buying so we can start the 23 build. So a lot of stuff going on. Once we pull up to the shop, I'll tell you guys in detail and show you exactly what's gonna happen. All right, we just made it to the shop. I'll show you guys what we got going. So I'll show you the tent first. So I did damn, I forgot my keys. So it was already tinted when I bought it, right? But it only had 35%. So what I did was I put 5% over the 35%. So this is darker than limo now. I think this makes it 3% if I'm right. And I did 20% ceramic on the front windshield, but looks pretty good. I mean, you can't go wrong with tint on a white car. And then here's the aftermath of the bodywork. Paint came out really, really good. Can't even tell there's a difference in match. I mean, obviously with bumper to like aluminum or bumper to metal, it's never gonna be 100%. I mean, we didn't touch the front bumper, and it's kind of off if you're matching it to the fender, but can't complain. I'm happy with it and how it looks. So I'm gonna go grab the keys for the Magnum, and I'm gonna show you guys the build that we're gonna start in 2 weeks. All right, so I can't find the key for it, but it's dead anyways. No point in starting it. But here it is. This one's I believe a 08 or 09. Let me get around. Ugh. Damn, they parked in the worst spot. But it has the V6 in it, the 3.5 liter, not the 2.7. We're gonna redo everything. So the Charger dash fits in here. So I'm gonna put the Charger dash, the Charger airbag, the Charger steering wheel. That's what's gonna go inside of that. But then we have to figure out something with the door panels. Obviously the door panels on the Charger aren't gonna fit on here. So probably what I'll do is I'll take all 4 door panels off the Charger and take these 4 and take them to a upholstery shop and have them just refabricate it to make it look like the new one. All these trim pieces we're gonna color in black because this thing is not gonna match with the black seats. He's probably gonna go with the black and orange theme. He's gonna paint this car in black, and then the orange calipers will probably match it real good. I'm not trying to get my shoes dirty. Let me see if the hood's open. I want to show you guys something that's different on these that I noticed. I don't think the brake booster off the new one will fit in these Magnums, so we'll probably have to make the old booster work and use the new brake lines to make the brakes work. Let me see. Okay, it does start. He did drive it here, so I know that. Yeah, this one heavy head. All right, so this one has a 3.5 in it. Well, most people don't know is like all this stuff, the strut tower, the frame rails, like all that is the same off the newer cars, like the new Chargers, new 300s. None of that changed. Even this thing, this cowl, it's the same exact thing. So motor and trans are gonna get dropped out. The strut tower is the same, so the struts are gonna mount right in here. But what I noticed is, I'm going to the other side, the brake booster, the way it bolts up to the firewall, it's different on these. Damn. All right, so let's see if I can get this on camera. But the way the brake booster, no, there's no way you're gonna see that. The way the brake booster lines up to the actual cowl, or not the cowl, the firewall, it has like a different bolt pattern. So what I'm trying to think is maybe I'll reuse this, and then the way the lines come out of it looks like they're the same. So I'll put the new lines in there and then make it route to the ABS. So, and then what he's planning to do is he's planning to put the new new Charger front end on here. So obviously this is the old Magnum style front end, but the Charger front end will fit as long as it's a slim body one, not the wide body. I've seen someone, he's on YouTube too, he did a wide body Charger Magnum, and he's been building it up for ages, but I don't know if he finished it. But he's gonna leave the rest of it the way it is. He's gonna color in black. We're gonna do the custom interior. Let me see if the trunk opens. All this is gonna get redone. We're gonna spray all this in black with some they sell this spray paint AutoZone for this plastic, so we'll cover that all in black. And then even here, if you look at it here, even the way the fuse box sets up in here, like it's literally all the same. So most of this stuff should be plug and play, as well as the rear cradle, the exhaust, the drive shaft, all that shouldn't give me a hard time. It's just mostly the inside stuff because it's older, so we got to mess around with it. I'm not even sure how the rear seats are going to work, because if you look in here, I'm not trying to hit this car. If you look in the back, the rear seats, the way they latch is a lot different than the Charger. So I'm not sure if the Charger seats will even fit in here. If anything, we'll probably have to get these like reupholstered and put the original ones back in here. But the front one should work. But let me show you guys this. I've been looking around at this. I never done one of these, but like looking at it, it needs some fabrication to make things work. Like if you look at the seat, the way the seat mounts, the Chargers don't do that. The Charger actually bolts in straight forward. This one goes in from the side. So we're probably gonna have to cut that and then mold it to the new Charger, to the frame, and make that install. It has 132,000 miles. The motor was fine, but obviously that's all gonna come out of here. Now, enough with this one. I'm gonna show you guys the 300 that we're doing. And this one was flooded. I bought it out of Texas, and this one's already sold. The guy already came down here, he looked at it, gave me a deposit, and this is the one that we're gonna start building. Now, when I talked to you guys about this, I told you guys I'm building an all-wheel drive one. This is all-wheel drive, but when I'm done with it, it's gonna be a rear-wheel drive. It's not gonna have the all-wheel drive components because the transfer case on this one will not handle the Hellcat stuff. So we're gonna have to get rid of it. But what I'm doing it, I'm gonna show you guys how you have to make it work, because everything on here is different. Like the way the way the cradle lines up, the way the exhaust bolts on, it's different on the all-wheel drives. So we have a lot of stuff that's for sale off this one. You got wheels and tires. The tires are pretty clean actually. What are these, Michelins? The Kellys, never mind. Just knockoff tires, but they're pretty clean with the rims. This rim has a scuff on it. This rim has a scuff right there. And these are for the all-wheel drive. I know if you put the all-wheel drive rims on the rear-wheel drive, they kind of stick out or stick in. This rim looks pretty clean, has some flaking over here. And this one, I mean, they got some rash all over, but these are for sale. I got the seats for sale. The radio is gonna be for sale. I didn't test none of the stuff out yet because I didn't put a jump to it. You know what? That's pretty smart. Let me get my jump and see if we can light it over the dash, see how many miles are on this thing. I bought it with no miles, so I don't even know how many miles are on this car. The engine looks pretty clean though. So I'm gonna put a jump box on here and see if we get some power to it. All right, moment of truth. It doesn't have a key, so I can't even start it, but as long as the dash lights up, I can see how many miles are on this thing. I don't want to doing that. We got power. Hope the airbags don't blow up. 73,000 miles. Not bad. I thought I had less, but it's a 2018. So the seats are for sale. Let me see if the seats got power. No. So the seats, I guess, got water in them, so the seats don't work, but still for sale. Got the wheel airbag. You're gonna have the steering wheel, radio, center console. Maybe I gotta see if I'm gonna use it on the other one. That's pretty much it. The engine and trans, I have to test them before I sell them. But I'm gonna leave you guys a number if you guys are interested in anything that this car has. Then you're gonna call that number. Especially if you're local, it'll be a lot easier for you guys to pick these up. Front bumper is gonna be for sale because we're gonna convert it to the sports bumper. You can take a look at that. It has a scratch over here, but other than that, it's pretty clean. And rear suspension, front suspension, cradles, drive shaft, exhaust, all that is gonna be for sale. So this over here is the parts Trackhawk that I want to buy so we can start that build. I know I talked about it in the last video, but I didn't show it to you. So it's a rollover. As you can see, the freaking whole roof is caved in, the side of it's toast, and one suspension, one knee assembly is bad on it too. But for the most part, it has everything that I need. It has all the harnesses. It doesn't have a light up on the dash, so I don't know how many miles are on here. But engine looks clean, still has coolant in there, so I'm pretty sure the cooling system didn't get damaged. But this is the one that we're planning to buy, so we can start the swap. Auction on this one is tomorrow. They have it buy now for $29,750, but I'm pretty sure I can get it a lot cheaper. It's selling in Atlanta. So once we get this one, I was even planning, if I wasn't gonna do the 23 Grand Cherokee, I was gonna buy that Trackhawk and try to build an all-wheel drive 300 using the Trackhawk components, because obviously the Trackhawk is built for the all-wheel drive. And making that one work, because I'm pretty sure no one's done it before, a 300 or a Charger. So I was gonna look into that and then see if we could do one of those if the 23 Grand Cherokee doesn't work out. All right guys, we're back at the house. So update on the Hellcat on Monday, so a couple days from today, we are going to take it to the same paint booth that I painted the Viper in. I'm gonna strip it, I'm gonna prep it over there, take the spoiler off, get the rest of this wrap out. We're gonna take off the tail lights, the bumpers, the rockers, all the trim pieces, so we can have it in the paint booth. And then after all that is done, I am painting it the factory color. I really like this color. I just want to have it freshened up and get all these imperfections out of there, and then we'll get it PPF'd once that's all complete. I do got the CT5 cleaned up and ready for sale. I'm not sure what I'm asking for it yet. I'll let you guys know in the next video, and whoever's interested in that can reach out to one of my contacts and meet up and see if it's something that you'd like to buy. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the upcoming builds. I got something else coming in next week too. It's been super busy. I'm trying to stay consistent with the uploads, but if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you back on the next one.